Hey everybody! It's saying that my Wi-Fi connection is low. I tried to get a booster out here to see if that would help. I don't understand why the first few times we did it, it was fine, and I just think that now I'm probably going to have issues. So I apologize if it's really pixelated. I'm trying to fix that issue. I think that I might just need to purchase Wi-Fi for out here, and maybe that would help. I'm not really sure. So if it's pixelated, I apologize. We're doing the best that we can. So if you aren't watching this live and you want to be able to just quickly pop through and see what is still available, if you go to stories, then after I get done going live, anything that didn't sell live, I put over there in stories. And then how this works, if this is your first time, I will share an item. You're going to comment sold and tell me the item that you want. And whoever shows up first on my phone will be the person that gets it. And then I will invoice you when we get done with this. And then shipping will happen on Friday. So if you got anything on Sunday sale, you get anything now, you get anything from posts that you see later this week or off the website, those will all get combined together on Friday for shipping. So look for an invoice Friday morning. Now, I don't have my head covered up. If I'm back this far, I'm sure you can't really tell. It's when I'm going to look in to read the comments. I didn't get the stitches taken out yesterday because I didn't really want to drive 4 hours and go to a heavily populated place to just get my stitches taken out. So a friend's going to do it, and she couldn't do it yesterday. So tonight I'm getting some stitches out, and I'm not excited about it because it's going to hurt. And why does it hurt? Because I think I heal fast, so I feel like my skin kind of grows over the stitch, and then when they're pulling and cutting, not excited about it. But it is what it is, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and share some things that we've got today. So I only brought one of these in, but I actually have 2 of these. So you could use them as a corbel, have this up against the wall, and then put a shelf or whatever. Or you can just hang it on the wall like this as well. And this is even flat enough that you can just set it in your vignette if you want to. So right now I have these 2 in my house in different rooms, just using them by themselves, but you can put them together in the same room as a corbel, or you can even just set them beside each other and it makes a bigger fan. They are $45, so let me get a measurement here so you have an idea of how big this is. So if you want one or both, just let me know. So that direction is about 17 3/4, and it's the same. So 17 3/4, and there are screw holes here that you can easily attach it to the wall. So $45 on the corbel. Okay, next up we have a bundle of Bibles, and I have them so that they are graduated. So these come all together as a set, and it's going to be $60. So we have our little Bible here with the cover actually has some nice detailing on it. This says March 14th, 61 is when this has been written in. And other than that, there's probably really nothing too significant about that Bible. So that's the smallest one. Here's what the next one looks like. And this one has 1891 maybe is when it has a signature in it. And there's the cover on it. Then the third Bible is this 4 Gospels. and that is obviously not attached. So again, we've got another signature in there with whoever it was given to or given by. And then our fourth Bible says ABS there on the back. Another signature on the inside. And here's the cover. So these would look great just stacked anywhere. You could put them under a cloche. You could add, like I can see some glasses laying on top of them. You could stack them on a scale as a little vignette, which I actually have one. So let's grab it without knocking everything over. So doing something little like that would be cute. So $60 on the 4 Bibles. And then since I have this scale in hand, we'll go ahead and do this one. This one is black and it's the National Family Scale. Great for all of you black and white decor lovers, neutral decor, great modern farmhouse piece. And this is $45. So $45 on the black scale. Okay, then we have a big collection of little locks. This is the only one that has a key with it. So you've got the red one. We've got this little Delsey one. Most of them are made in the USA. This one is an Elson, or nope, this one is a Bison is what it says on the other side. Got this little guy. This one looks like it has been pried on, so it's a little bit damaged. This one's green. And then this one. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 locks, 8 little locks, and they are $30. $30 on the 8 little locks. All right. Jennifer looks like she's first on the locks. Ronell wants the scale. Okay, Wayne is here, so he's probably going to be saying all kinds of stupid stuff. Wayne, I have some stuff for you to pick up, I think. We've got a bunch of money in here. Monopoly money. So this looks like it would be a newer game, hardly ever played. This pile is going to be from an older Monopoly set. Smaller bills and more used, so comparison there. And then we've got a bunch of the railroad and streets and whatever. I don't ever play Monopoly. My family loves it. I hate it. So it's normally them playing and me doing something else. So you're getting all of this Monopoly stuff for $5. You could throw them all like in a candy dish, like separate the bills all out. You could use them as price tags if you sell stuff. You could make a little banner with them. You could decoupage them onto something. So you got lots of options there. So $5 on the Monopoly pile. Okay, then we have this little watch case, the Waltham Watch Company. There is not a watch in it. It is $5, and that's what the inside looks like. So, $5 on the watch container. Okay, then I have a couple of metal flower frogs. The pair is $25. Again, I tried to pick ones that are graduating because they look good stacked. You can stick those Monopoly cards in there, a bingo card, a picture, pretty much anything will go nicely in these flower frogs. So the bottom one, diameter is 2 inches. So 2 inches on the bigger one. $25 on the flower frogs. Okay, then we've got a couple of milk of magnesia bottles. It says Genuine Phillips, made in the USA. And this one is pretty much the same. This one has the lid, and this one doesn't. Both of them have cleaned up pretty well. You're getting both bottles for $10. So blue bottles, $10. Okay, Tammy wants the watch case. Okay, next up we have this picture. It's got awesome crazing on it. You can see that it's darker on the top and lighter on the bottom with some blue grapes and flowers or leaves. So I love this picture. There really is not a marking on the bottom. I think that maybe says 73 on it, but no maker's mark. So $25 on the grape pitcher. Okay, then we have this big blue tin. I love using this just as a riser in displays, and I love the color of this because there's some green underneath it. So I would just stack that somewhere and then put things on top of it so that you have things at different heights and just keep adding to that. So that is really nice. You could take the lid off and put stuff in it and stand the lid up vertically in it as well. So $20 on our blue tin, and it is almost 10 inches in diameter. $20. Okay, then we have these 2 silver candlestick holders. And again, I know I've shared a lot and I don't have anything round in here, but you can put your croquet balls, your pool balls, your Easter eggs, anything that you can that's round, you can put here on the candle holders instead of a candlestick. So just an alternative to that. I'm sure also you've seen on Pinterest all the time where they take either a plate or a platter or a saucer, or you can take any, round wood piece, or like this little silver guy here, you could use it even. And you can just glue those together, and now you have made yourself a little pedestal. So if you do something flat, you can put a cloche on it, kind of use it like a cake stand. There's no markings on these, $15 each, so $30 for the pair, selling them as a pair. Okay, then we've got 2 ironstone butter pats. This one has a lot of discoloring on it. You can see that there in the camera. This one does not. Neither one of these are marked, but you're getting the 2 butter pats for $20. Okay, then I have lots of clock pieces lying around in the house. I've really tried to collect clocks, and then now it's kind of like I'm ready to collect something else. So this is the inside of a clock, and this is $5. So $5 on the small clock insides, because I've got a bigger one too. $5 on that one. Okay, then we have a lone coaster. It's got silver and glass on it. You could use that, put it by your sink, put your rings in it, put it in your bathroom and hold your little stud earrings, which I have like a couple of earrings and necklaces that are my favorite, and they're gone. I've lost them. I don't understand how. So then you wouldn't lose them maybe, but I don't know. My stuff has a home too, and I still lost them. $3 on the coaster. Okay, then we have our brass duck. He's got a slot in his mouth, so you could actually put something in there and hang it out, a business card or a vintage postcard. This would look cute in your Easter displays, your spring displays. All right, Jamie wants the blue bottles. Julie wants the clock piece. Lisa, you're second on the clock piece. Lisa wants the coaster. Tammy, you're third on the little clock piece. Okay, then we have an ironstone bowl. This one is in really good condition. I always double check when I get on here because I think that something doesn't have chips or cracks, and then it does. This one does not. It is $30. It is stamped ironstone that you could see on the bottom. I can't even tell what the stamp is, but it has the lion and unicorn on it. And the diameter on this ironstone bowl is about 10 inches. So 10 inches on our ironstone bowl. Okay, then this would be a great book to use for your decor. You could take the pages and use them for placemats. It is $40, but there are tons of images in it. You could take them out and frame them, put them on like a clothesline, in a little kid's room, a nursery. You could decoupage them to something, use them for scrapbooking. Got tons of options, and there's lots of beautiful pictures. So $40 on the Traveling with the Birds. And then I grabbed this Monteith's Physical and Intermediate Geography book. Great patina on this book. So you could stand it up in the back of a shelf, lean it against something so you have a different backdrop on your displays. And there are lots of just loose papers in here. Letters people have written, practice letters, just different things in here. So you're getting all of these random pieces as well. That was something about the root of the answer. And then again, beautiful penmanship. 1878 is when somebody got this book. And this one is $35. So Monteith's geography book, and you'll get all those little papers that were in there as well. And then I grabbed another large book, and it is Freedom's Triumph for $25. Again, lots of great images. The why, when, and where of the European conflict. So the cover is not the best, you can see, but I mean, just this first image would be beautiful, but there's just tons of, it's kind of like newspaper-ish. So you could open up to a certain page, put it on your coffee table, and then, you know, change it up and do a different display. Or you could just have the pages opened on the back of a shelf and then put your smaller items in front of it. But $25 on Freedom's Triumph. Okay, then we have a little silver dish. I'm not sure what it would have held or been for. Made and guaranteed by Meridian Company. Says 8 ounces USA. So I'm not sure if it's really silver. Since it says 8 ounces, that's different. But $8 on this. So you could stick some straw in it and put an egg or a chick. You could put a succulent in it, your cotton swabs, anything like that. So $8 on the little silver dish. Okay, these are church numbers. They're cardboard. They would have been on like the offering board at the church. I have a few of these, and I just went through and I grabbed 1 through 9. and they are $20. So $20 for the 1 through 9 from a church offering board, hymnal board, message board. My church used to have one. I don't think they do anymore. So $20 on those numbers. Okay, then I grabbed 3 more books. So again, thinking of things for your Easter and spring decor, we got Little Cottontail Golden Book. We've got Little John Little, another good one with some spring images. And then we've got my little golden book about God. So these 3 books for $20. Okay, then we have a couple of glass saucers or small plates. You could hang these on the wall. You could put them in a plate stand. Again, you could use them as a soap dish and put your bar of soap. You could use it as layering. So we could set one of those and then put a bunny on it. So lots of options on this green cut glass, and $10 on the pair. I'll give you a diameter on that. Haven't been measuring stuff. Just a little bit shy of 4.5 inches. So $10 on the glass dishes. Let me get up here. All right, Lisa got the coaster. Wayne's making some comments. I'll read later. Tammy wants the numbers. Susan, you're second on the numbers. Lisa, you're third. Leslie, tell me what books you're interested in. And those of you who are interested in the numbers, I will send you pictures of the other ones that I have. I don't know if I have 1 through 9 or how many 1 through 9s I have, but I'll send you pictures. Okay, then we've got another scale, this American Family scale with some surface rust on it. Look really cute with a little plate and a cloche or doing a stack of books. So many options on the scale. That's why they're popular, because you can use them pretty much any way that you want. So $35 on this American scale. Okay, then we've got a big clock piece, and this is 20, and you can crank the thing down here and see how that piece is moving, and then there's something here spinning, maybe. Thought there was another thing that would spin, but you've got this inside of a clock. Obviously, is a pretty big clock. For $20, and it would be easy to, I tried to fit it into a big glass candy dish that I had, but it'd be easy to mount to a board and hang somewhere, or you could just set it like this, as part of your display as well. So $20 on our big clock insides. Okay, then we have this cute little stool with some boats on it. Again, little stools are great for just setting stuff on, making a riser. You could, when my kids were little and couldn't reach the faucet, I always like to have a cute stool in front of the bathroom sink, because then it was functional, but it was cute. So I would have taken something like this and done that. But you could even have a bunch of stacked stools and use them as a side table in your living room. Put it by the door for your kids to put their shoes on, sit on and put their shoes on. The top of it is kind of beat up. You can see that, but it's still really cute. So $28 on our stool. Okay, then I need to go around the yard, because after we had like 48 hours of 20 mile an hour winds, and more. I'm sure there's a lot more nests falling out of the trees. So this is a real nest, and it is $6. So $6, nest number 1. Make sure you specify. Then we've got real nest for $6, number 2. And we've got real nest for $6, number 3. So these would look great sitting on a scale. You could put them, I've had them in a wooden bowl all together with some feathers sticking out. And then you could have it sitting on something and do a cloche on top of it. So you've got lots of fun options on the nest. So $6 each, 1, 2, and 3. Then we have this green flower frog. It is $15. You can repurpose it by sticking pins in it. I know that Wayne will put marbles on it and have the marbles displayed that way. If you have any little scissors, you can put scissors in there. So lots of things will stick in there, and then they will stand up, like even flags. That always looks nice too. So $15 on our green flower frog. Okay, then we've got an apothecary bottle. This one is in great condition. It doesn't have a label, but it has the lid. And of course I say that. I don't know if the lid's gonna come off. Does not feel like it's gonna come off. So this is what you're getting. So that's probably why it's clean, because the lid's stuck on there. But I do have a bunch of apothecary bottles if you're interested in those. This one is $20. Excuse me, and it's about 9 3/4 inches tall. So a collection of these looks really nice. Then we have this rectangular battery jar. It just had the nests in it, which is another neat way to display your nests or anything with moss, and then multiple things of it in there. There is a little crack, or a big crack right here. You can maybe see it better from the inside. But it still looks great. So you can hold a bunch of multiple things in there, and then it's all in one spot, and it looks nice. So $30 on our clear glass battery jar. It's about 9 3/4 by 6 1/4. And about 7 inches tall. So $30 on the battery jar. Okay, then we've got a chopper. This one's got a lot of surface rust on it. Has not been clear coated. If you clear coat it, I tell you, it changes the look completely. This one has a nice wood handle on it and is $10. You can take a couple of nails or clear thumbtacks, like I'm always talking about, stick them in the wall and then hang it from the wall. This would look really neat with a bunch of graduated sizes, or just set it on the counter in one of your displays. Okay, then we have this little silver square bowl, and it is $5. You can see the silver plate starting to wear off there. $5 on our silver bowl. And then we have a couple of tea leaf bowls. They've got some great crackling and patina. And I'm selling them together, so $24 for the pair. This one is heavier than the other one, but still has the good crackling. I like them stacked. There's the chip there, and that carries over to this side. And then you've got a chip here on this bottom part. But really the chips are on the bottom. So I think they look cute stacked. And again, this would be something that would be cute setting on a scale. Okay, then I've talked to you about how I have tons of florals, succulents, everything left over from when I was open more. These are $18. They are, there's 3 different colors. So you have your light green, your, what would you call that? Dark green, and then just the green. So a light, a dark, and a medium. $18 each. So I have lots of these. If you're interested in them, tell me what colors you want, how many you want, and I will hook you up. Okay, then I have some plastic wheels that I collected a whole bunch of them because I needed them to match up to a piece that I had, and I've got this one left. $5 on these little wheels, and these do not have a name, and I don't know why that one's green and that one's black because they don't look painted or anything. So $5 on the little wheels. Okay, then we have some stoppers for probably a decanter or a bottle like that apothecary bottle. This one is all chipped up. This one is a little pyramid looking. And then this one has a skinnier bottom, and it's a pretty red. If you can get the sun to shine through it, which I'm not going to be able to, but it's really pretty. So you're getting the 3 stoppers for $10. 3 stoppers for $10. Okay, then we've got our Folgers tin can. I feel like every farmer, carpenter would put scrap nails and drawer pulls, and every little thing would get stored in these tin cans. This one actually has its plastic lid and is in good condition. So you could stack this with your other coffee tins in your coffee station. You could store your coffee bags in here, or your coffee grinds. It is $5 on our Folgers coffee tin. How are we doing on time? Not bad. Okay, then we've got this foundry piece. It's got the letters are like stamped on there. They're tacked on there. EL601A. This one is $10. So you could stand that up in a display. You could turn it over and have a riser. You could put it like this and use it for a display as well. $10 on our foundry piece. All right, let's get caught up here. Let's see. So Leslie, message me what books you are interested in. The green saucers were $12 for the pair. Melinda says second on Black Scale. Stevie wants Nest 1 and 2. Lisa, you were first on Nest 3. Lisa wants Silver Bowl. Deb wants the Folgers and the Green Flower Frog and the Wood Foundry. Okay, then we have this piece of architectural salvage. It's kind of arched. I don't know if you can see that. I keep trying to figure out what this would have been off of, but I'm really not sure. But you can just hang it on the wall. You could tack it to a shelf to give some architectural detail to, and it is $10. $10 on, let's call it a little railing. It's about 27.5 inches long. 27.5 inches long on our little railing. Okay, then I grabbed 4 matching metal knobs, and they're $10. They're brass covered, but there is like, see how the wear and tear on this one, you can see the silver coming through. So 4 brass knobs, and they are $10. Then I've got 2 doorknobs. So normally I just have the knob part. I have the locking mechanism also. Believe it or not, some people buy these and actually put them on their old doors. I would say I've also seen them where they will take the centerpiece and I don't know how they mount it, but they've mounted them and used them as a little shelf, a little platform. And then you can just set them like this in your displays as well. And like I've mentioned, doorknobs are good for faux eggs as well. So if you have doorknobs laying around, you can use those in your Easter display. So $20 for the 2 doorknobs. Okay, and I know it's not Christmas time, but I found these cute little skates. So I thought before I put them in a tote for to store them until Christmas time, I would see if anybody else wanted to store them. You can put these on a sled, you can put them in a wreath, you can sell them separately, decorate them separately. I've seen where they'll take them and put a bunch of greenery in them. You can also make a little like track and stand them up. So many options. $15 on our little kids' black skates. Okay, then here's the all bucket. This one has the bail handle, and I think that somebody has used it to mix up some concrete. So here where it's kind of discolored, that is just going to be like that because unless you know a way to get concrete out. So the inside, same thing. I haven't clear coated it, but that's what I would do if I wanted to. If I wasn't just going to set it on a shelf and have this in my laundry room or wherever, I would probably just clear coat this, and then that way I could store towels in it or toilet paper or, you know, whatever I wanted to have in it for display. I would probably just spray it with the clear coat. So $60 on our all bucket. Okay, I have been cleaning and organizing the barn since I'm getting things moved, which I still do not have everything moved from the shop, but I am getting closer. So this clamp would go around something that's more round, if you can kind of see how that is shaped up. And I think all of them move. Yeah. This one is a Stanley. So you're getting 4 clamps for $8. And some ways I've seen these used is literally people will just like clamp them to a shelf and then show them that way. Or like if you put, if you take a couple of wooden crates and then you put a board between them, you can use these clamps to secure the board to the crates. Just like as a temporary bookshelf or whatever, and then that way you're not using nails or screws. So I've seen that done as well. So 4 clamps for $8. Okay, we've got another little piece of architectural salvage. And this one is probably a top of something. And then I would say it's probably walnut. And then I have done the little dry whitewash on it. And it does have the sawtooth hanger on the back so that you can easily just hang it. This would look great above a window or a door. It's also wide enough where it's just going to stand up on its own as well. So $30 on this whitewashed piece of architectural salvage, and it is 23 3/4 inches long. Okay, we've got this little spring vase. If you don't like the image, this works with everything. A lot of times the images are only on one side, so you can turn it around and totally change the whole look. And remember how I've been doing those DIYs and I use the spray paint? Anytime you find pottery like this, you can also spray paint it any color that you want. So this is stamped USA. And it's $15. So $15 on our little vase. Then we have this 3-compartment Sheffield silver tray. So the nice thing is that you can carry it around, but I could see, you know, putting some different kinds of Easter candy in each little compartment, or you could do different kinds of eggs. You could do chicks and eggs. You could just use this whole tray as one of the layers in your vignettes. So $15 on our silver tray. Okay, then we have this hazard sign. It's just metal. You could easily just hang it on the wall. You could lean it somewhere. It would be fun to put on a door in like a kid's bedroom or a bathroom that the kids use. And then you could also just use it as a tray as well, and use this to put a vignette inside the little red markings. So $15 on the metal hazard sign. Then we have this piece of architectural salvage. You could hang it on the wall horizontally. You can also, it's wide enough that you can set it as well. You could have it standing up. A lot of times when you see people making like a DIY mantle, they will use these pieces on the sides of the opening of the mantle. So putting some paint on this would totally change it as well. So $25 on this piece of architectural salvage, and it is 25 3/4 inches long. Okay, last thing here. So just a reminder that I will invoice you today for the items that you get, and then Friday morning, look for an invoice with shipping, and that is combining anything that you might have got Sunday, you get throughout the week. Check on the website, in stories and pictures, whatever. Anything that you see, if you're interested in, just message me about. And then Friday morning, I'll send you an invoice for shipping and get your items shipped out to you. That saves you a little bit of money by doing the combined shipping. So Hunziker Lumber Company, this little rusty thermometer. I'm pretty sure someone had me check to see if it works. Right now it's saying it's like 69 in here, and my heater's set to 71, so it's probably close. $10 on our little vintage thermometer. All right, guys, let me go through here and see what I need to catch up on. Let's see, Julie, you're second on the foundry piece. Deb, I can't see what that one was. I'll have to look in a minute. Chris, which wood piece were you talking about? Tammy wants the 4 clamps. Shirley, you're second on the 4 clamps. And Debbie wants the all bucket. So thanks, guys, so much. I am excited because we've got good weather. So hopefully everybody's outside enjoying the weather. If nothing else, just sitting on the porch or their deck. And I really appreciate you. So have a good day.